Hey folks, welcome to Guitar Daily. It's Nick Granville. So I thought I'd go back to doing my regular videos. I was looking at doing these live streams daily, but actually live streams, I just wasn't really feeling it. I was feeling more like we need to get into this video stuff like I normally do. So today I thought I'd talk about, had a question from someone about what to do, what I'm thinking when I play, and I thought this is an interesting point. So a groove like that, right? This is a track from Jam Tracks channel, and it's called John Scofield Funky Blues Guitar Backing Track in B flat. I'll link it below, but a track like this, it's a certain kind of tempo, and it's a certain sort of feel. So in my head, what I'm thinking is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm subdividing within that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll talk you through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking this 2, 3, 4, but I'm also thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right. So I'm thinking of the subdivisions of the eighth notes, right? And it depends. As the tempo gets faster, obviously you're not going to think the eighth notes anymore. You're going to break it down. So as the tempo gets faster, I might think half as much. As the tempo gets slower, I might think twice as much. And of course, everything changes as soon as the feel changes. So that really, I mean, is a sort of funky groove type blues, right? But if say I was playing a swing blues, something like... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still thinking all 4 beats, but now my emphasis, instead of being on all 4 beats or even 1 and 3, is now on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I'm still thinking 1, but I'm trying to feel the 2 and the 4 as well. And the stronger you can internalize that 2 and 4, the more swinging it's going to be. Now, an interesting thing happens when you think about what you're going to do with your foot, right? When you tap your foot. Do you tap all 4 beats? Do you tap 1 and 3? Do you tap 2 and 4 when you're playing swing music, right? I would say it changes. The faster the tempo goes, the slower my foot goes. Because if the tempo is going 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm trying to get my foot doing this motion, it's just not going to happen. My foot's going to get tired, therefore I'm going to slow down. That's not going to work. So I might go to 1 and 3. It's an interesting thing, right? You think swing music, the pulse is felt as 2 and 4, but yet I would tap my foot on 1 and 3. And the reason for that is I want to feel 2 and 4, but I tap my foot on beats 1 and 3 because they're the strong beats, right? The resolution of any bar is always beat 1. So to me, I need to be able to feel beat 1. This is something I remember having a good discussion with Larry Coons about, and he was pretty adamant, tap your foot on 1 and 3, right? Because those are the beats that make it feel solid. They're not the beats that make it swing, but they're the beats that make it feel solid. And we want our foot to anchor it, right? That's the point of the foot, is to anchor. So at faster tempo, I'll go to 1 and 3 on my foot, right? But internally, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? As it gets slower, I do the opposite thing. So say I'm playing a ballad, something like Body and Soul. I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm still thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm subdividing it with the 8s in between, and I'm thinking that I'm still emphasizing the 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head, but it's like that. It's really like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, in order to try and keep myself solid with it, right? And I do this when I solo too. Like when I solo, I'm not all of a sudden deferring the sense of feeling of the time to the rest of the band, at least not the bass and drums, right? I play with a lot of bass players and drummers where my time is more solid than theirs is, which is sometimes very alarming, right? You play with someone, you can feel them moving around, and you're having to be the anchor. Interesting thing, Kenny Aronoff, the great rock drummer from the United States, played with everybody. He's currently on the road with Joe Satriani, I believe. He was saying the most important thing for locking in the time for him is the rhythm guitar. And he said, you think about it, if you have someone going... right? That's a pulse, isn't it? Or even like, and he's looking at how that links up with his hi-hat. Anyway, so for me, it's like when I solo, I still want that pulse going, and I'm thinking that pretty strong, actually. So when I'm like 1, 2, 3, you watch. What I'll do is I'll tap my leg, and you'll be able to see my guitar moving. 4, 1, 2, 3. And sometimes the most important beats to count out in your mind are the ones that you're not playing. You see there, I played a chord and then I went 1, 2, 3, 4 to make sure I come in with the next bit strong. Yeah, so I would say slow tempo, I think twice as fast. Fast tempo, I think half as fast. In the middle, I think all 4 beats. If it's a rock groove, I think I emphasize 1 and 3. If it's a swing groove, in my mind, I'm emphasizing 2 and 4. Either way, my foot's still tapping beat 1 no matter what, and probably beat 3. Those are the strong beats that resolve it. Yeah, now different meters are a different thing. I haven't really delved into odd meter. So if I was doing something in 5/4, then I'd take a different approach. Something in 7. 5 can always be divided in 2 ways, either 3 and 2 or 2 and 3. So you want some kind of subdivision of feeling there. But we'll get into that another day. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with more stuff. I'm thinking my next video might be about Robin Ford's style, because I'm kind of formulating something in my mind about that I'd like to share. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.